participant, not just as an observer. There's nothing more important than trying to convince Iran to cease its efforts to obtain a nuclear weapon.
Are honest discussions possible with Iran? Joining us now is retired Admiral, now Congressman Joe Sestak from Pennsylvania. Congressman, great to have you with us tonight.
Thanks, Ed. Good to be here.
How serious a situation is this from the standpoint that we do have a reversal? Do you anticipate anything could change in dealing with Iran?
I think we've got a good probability that things may work out for our betterment. Here's why. I have seen no reason why we could not sit down with this nation, Iran, and discuss things. Now, that doesn't mean having a cup of tea. It means sitting down, laying out what our goals are, and having sanctions, carrots and sticks as necessary. We've done it with the Soviet Union. How can we not do it with Iran? Second, there are common interests that we had. General Eikenberry, when he was the 3-star military commander in Afghanistan and left there 2.5 years ago, came before the Armed Services Committee, and I asked him, General, does Iran have common interest as ours in Afghanistan? He said, absolutely. They don't want the Sunni al-Qaeda there, and they don't want instability. So if there are common interests, and that's why the president has made, as part of the combat group on Afghanistan, Iran, he said, will be a member, he will invite them, that we can work towards common interest. But then you come to the big issue. How can we work to make it a common interest that Iran does not have a nuclear weapon? And that's where the conundrum begins. But not sitting down and discussing it means not trying to resolve it peacefully.
Congressman, don't you think the Russians play a big role in this? They got a lot of deals cooking with the Iranians, and there's a long history here.
Absolutely. That letter that President Obama reportedly wrote to Russia to say, look, we may rethink our posture of missile defense in Europe if you will put pressure on Iran and not have it pursue a nuclear weapon, was also seen in his proposal by Secretary Gates the other day, kind of hidden within it. What he said in his speech also when he was in Prague is that we will look for a cost-efficient as well as an effective missile defense if needed there. That could mean that we could trade off from, this is my example, the missiles that are sitting in Poland, were to sit in Poland, and place them on Aegis ships at sea that have a similar capability.
Okay, I want to ask you about military procurement if I can. First of all, the budget. Are you okay with the Obama budget? There's a 4% increase. And you see Republican Senator from Oklahoma, Inhofe, he's attacked the president's budget, saying we're disarming America.
Far, far from it. This is something that should have been done years ago. In fact, Secretary Rumsfeld was bent upon the needed transformation of our military before we went into this tragic misadventure in Iraq. This is the exact change we need. Why? For the beginning, we are starting to say military prowess is no longer going to be measured in how many ships, planes you have, but in the ability to know where the adversary is. Imagine if we had pursued, over the past couple of years, the unmanned air vehicle that the Navy has just about ready to come out, that could dwell over the Gulf of Aden off Somalia for 24 hours, look down, and seen those pirates before they got to that merchant ship out there today.
Congressman,
what a change we could have.
Great to have you with us. We'll bring you on the program. Former Admiral, 3-star. I think you know what you're talking about, and a lot of people listen to you. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me, Ed.